Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I think both of us had a very fruitful time at the first buyer-seller meeting that GJEPC had organized. And I'm sure you being the convener of the committee on lab-grown diamonds, you must have really worked hard. So share your thoughts on how did the first day progress and what are you expecting tomorrow?
Now, it is a really proud moment. Let me start with that, because it is the first time where like such a event has been organized in the city of Surat, where most of the world's cutting and polishing and now hopefully the growing of the world will happen. And so the buyers coming directly to the source is a great achievement for us. And I think that the day one went amazing. Of course, it was a very well planned and very well timed meeting, one-on-one with almost all the buyers and sellers face to face. And phase one was very good. Phase two hopefully will be better as well. And the day three, where the buyers can actually come and see the factories of whichever factory they want, is also very. They actually learn a lot more, and they'll understand the business roads go.
So third day is meant for factory.
Yes.
So what is remarkable is the fact that while you are so actively involved in the committee, you spent the entire day on the floor at the exhibition. So in terms of inquiries or in terms of orders, how does Greenlab benefit?
So, actually they're here to understand each and every company, the potential of each company, the long-term relation building activity, and this is stage one. Of course, the conversion I'm sure that a lot of conversion is going to happen, because once they understand the consistency one can provide them with, the long-term relation we can build, it is only going to be beneficial for both the parties. And I'd also like to add that, it is not only about selling on the table, most definitely not. There has been a lot of inquiries, a lot of order forms being filled as well. That's a great thing, but it's not about today's order form, it's about the years to come. And once they see where the factory is, or how they work, the confidence also increases, and hence the relation becomes better.
Fair point. See, Smith, what has happened is there is a lot of curiosity about the green aspect.
Yes.
Green diamonds, green environment, green manufacturing, green diamond. Various shades of green.
Yeah.
Your company is called Greenlab, and I'm very impressed because you really stand for the color.
Yeah.
There is a lot of greenery involved, and you are also a believer in sustainability. So while there are so many aspects to sustainability, there are also some misconceptions. So can you share the green philosophy?
Right. See, almost everyone in lab-grown is claiming to be green now. Of course, it's a very good alternative. It's much cleaner in comparison, obviously. But what is the additional steps? What are you taking as a company? So these buildings being, like the building you are in right now, being USGBC Platinum certified.
Platinum set.
Yeah. Working towards getting almost all the ISOs in terms of sustainability. I've physically showed you the live cameras, the data of my solar plant. I mean, I cannot do that with everyone. Only when we get a chance to sit, I'll have to show each and every proof. I really urge like a lot of agencies to come up with stricter rules, to come up with parameters to show, like, give more green approvals, and not just like just give anyone. Have very strict parameters and then come up with green. Because we want to urge everyone not to just say it, but to meet those figures. You create a solar environment, you create windmills, you make sure you recycle all your waste, and it is a very important part of this business. Then you can call yourself green. And if working towards sustainable goals is not an easy task, but it is very much achievable if you just focus to it.
It's a long-term commitment.
It's a long-term commitment, definitely.
So,
and I'd just like to add, with GJEPC, we were the largest contributors of One Earth initiative, where we planted 13,000 trees. Right? So doing all these things is very important for this industry, and then only you can call yourself green.
True. So while I appreciate, because I know your company and I've been meeting you as well as Sanket for many months now, but there are talks going on in the industry that, is Greenlab really a carbon neutral company? Because in the industry there are always
Right.
some bickerings or some, as I said, misconceptions. So, are you really a carbon neutral company? Are you generating more electricity than it is consumed?
I'm not claiming to be carbon neutral yet, but
Okay.
I'm giving data and I'm giving my roadmap, including an ESG report, which will be posted regularly. I said at least the updates every month and a comprehensive report every quarterly on my website for everyone to see what are the steps I'm taking to become towards carbon neutral.
So, what is the target date you have set for Greenlab to become
Hopefully by
carbon?
2025 we will be. Because we are growing our sustainability, but we are growing as a company as well. So of course we are trying to reach those targets, but our company has also been growing. The number of reactors we are putting, the amount of electricity we are using is also increasing. But on the other hand, we are also increasing the number of solar plant we are installing.
Panels.
Yeah, and the number of windmills we are installing. So we are working hand in hand, and hopefully there will be a time where we'll catch up.
So, Smith, there are talks about certain buyers in America who are today asking their vendors, their partners, to furnish a sustainability certificate.
Right.
And there are certain agencies such as SCS Global or Positive Luxury. So there are two ways of looking at it. If you are asking or you approaching them for certification, adds up your cost.
Right.
And if you're a strong brand, do you really need a certification? So I want to know from you, are you working with any certifying agency, number one? And secondly, is it necessary? What value do they add?
So there's a two-part to this, like your question. So a lot of companies do ask for certification, which they should, and they should ask for stricter and stricter certification. A stricter certification requires a detailed amount of audit. Of course, you have to have your data ready. You have to be transparent with the auditing agency who gives you the certification of what you're actually doing, and that becomes a hard, concrete proof for the buyer themselves that okay, yeah, these guys are doing what they say. So I really encourage that. On the second hand, when is it really required? A lot of the companies that buy consistently from you will also personally send someone or will actually want to see it for themselves. It's not like they trust all the agencies. They are like you'll find 50 agencies giving you green certificates, but of course they'll ask for particular reputed ones. And even though we have certifications from those agencies, they'll come and audit themselves. They'll want to see what you're actually doing. They'll ask for proof. And that's a very positive thing. Of course, if you have it, there's nothing wrong with giving it.
But so are you working with any third-party certification agency?
Yeah, definitely. We're working towards, like I've mentioned, almost all the ISOs, or you mentioned the two which we're already working on, GJEPC, we've been doing. I hope RJC also comes along in the future and brings up a very strict
Norms for
lab grown as well. And also, like I said, we are doing a personal ESG certification with third-party auditors also, so which we can post online for our site for anyone to download and actually see what we are doing.
Great.
Thank you.
So wish you all the very best for the remaining 2 days.
Thank you so much.
And hope to be in touch with you.
Definitely. Thank you.